So let me give you kind of an idea of what's going to be happening. Our two humorous contest speakers this morning will be Dave McCaughey and Michael Sheeran. Chad, I'm going to ask you if you will, and I know you don't normally do this in a contest, but I'm going to ask if you will evaluate Dave to just give him some feedback.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Bill, I'm going to ask you to do the same for Michael.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then after that is going to be Ron. Ron is going to be a speaker this morning, but he's going to be the target speaker, again, that our two evaluation contestants, which is Lawrence and Dave, will be evaluating. Okay? So, for those of you who've never been to a contest, I'm really kind of giving you some teachings and nuggets and things because it's very traditional and formal, and so I'm going to kind of move into that mode on there. So as we enter into our Early Bird Club contest, the humorous contest, our first speaker is Dave McCaughey, Purple Gorilla. Purple Gorilla, Dave McCaughey.
Back in the late 1970s, early 1980s, I was a college student down in Pittsburgh, Kansas, which is about 2 hours south of here. At the time, I was driving an old, junky 72 Chevy pickup, still a classic, that blue and white body style. Wish I had one today. I would normally when I would come home on the weekends, I would always drive back down to school late on a Sunday night. And at that time, when I would take from Independence, Missouri, where I lived, I would take 435 around, get off on Metcalf, and go south. At that point in time, the only thing south of Metcalf was a Tippin's restaurant. It was all farmland from there to Pittsburgh, Kansas. And 69 Highway, Metcalf, at that point in time was just a little two-lane highway that would wind through all of these small little Kansas towns until you got to Fort Scott. And then you would drive over to Pittsburgh on a fairly nice road. Well, this one Sunday night, I'm driving down there in this not so reliable 72 Chevy pickup, and I get partway through there and the truck starts missing out, starts not running correctly. So finally it dies on the side of the road for me. So it's Sunday night, middle of nowhere, Kansas. So I walk up trying to find, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I spot a farmhouse up the hill. So I go walking up, knock on the farmer's door. Hey, my truck's broke down. I realize there's no way I'm going to get it fixed tonight, but I just need a place to stay tonight until I can get it in town tomorrow morning. Well, like most people in the Midwest, very hospitable people, he said, sure, you can spend the night. He goes, I don't have any place in the house, but feel free to sleep out of my barn. That's not a problem at all. I'm like, hey, that's great, any place. I'd love to just have some place to sleep so I don't have to sleep in the truck. So he takes me out into his barn, nice big barn. He goes, you can spend the night here in this hayloft. He goes, pulled out a couple of blankets. He goes, this should be good enough for you. He goes, but I got to warn you about one thing. He goes, I don't think it would be good, right of me just to leave you here without this warning. He goes, if you hear any noises, he goes, I've got to explain this to you. So we walk over to the side of the barn. He starts dusting off all of this hay and brushing it out of the way. And he opens up this great big trap door. I'm like, okay, he goes, now follow me. So we go walking down the trap door. We're walking down this long, dark hallway, and we come across the 7 metal doors. Great big, thick metal doors, almost like you would see on a bank vault. So he undoes the chain lock. It was just kind of dummy lock. Slowly opens these 2 great big doors back. And then we get more long hallway. So we're going down the hallway, going down the hallway. Then we come across a set of wooden doors. Kind of like these, but there are no windows, just these great big, massive wooden doors. So he's got to pry and pull on these wooden doors to open them up. So then we go through that. More long, dark hallway. Then we come, and I know I'm just driving you nuts, Jordan, trying to videotape. So then we come across, kind of like you see in the techie movies, these glass doors, great big thick bulletproof glass. You walk up to them and they just kind of slide open on their own. So then we go through those doors, and down at the end of the hallway I can see a light. So we come up in here, and behind a metal cage with bars about like this is this huge purple gorilla. And he's sitting down, but his head's probably about at the size of the ceiling. And the farmer tells me this is Willie, my purple gorilla. He goes, he's not very harmful. He goes, but there's one thing you can't do. I'm like, okay, well, what's that? He goes, you cannot touch Willie. And I'm like, okay. He goes, remember, you cannot touch Willie. I'm like, okay, I got it, no problem. You know, I'm not going to make that trek again. He's like, okay, so then we start the trek back up. We go through the glass doors again. They automatically open and close behind us. We come back around through the long, dark hallway. We get through the wooden doors, and he's got to open the wooden door, struggle with opening it and closing it. Then we get back over here again. Got to deal with the set of metal doors, and opening and closing the metal doors. Then we're over here, and we're back, walking up through the set of trap doors. He closes the trap door, puts the hay on it, and says, you got it, right? You can't touch Willie. I'm like, okay, not a problem. He goes, great, good night, I'll see you in the morning. Well, I'm laying there trying to sleep. It's just like, man, I don't know. That's kind of a challenge. It's like, I really don't. He goes, so finally, after about a half an hour, I'm like, screw it. I got to go touch the gorilla. So I go, clean off the hay off the trap door, open up the trap door, make my way down through the hallway, get to the metal doors, open up the metal doors, keep on walking down through the long dark hallway again, get to the wooden doors, struggle with getting the wooden doors open, continue on down through the hallway, get to the glass doors, have to kind of wait a minute for the glass doors to open, and there's Willie. I can see him, and he's asleep, laying there on the ground, and I'm like, okay, I've got to just see what happens. So I reach my hand through the bar, and his arm is just kind of laying there. So I reach out and I just kind of start petting his arm. Well, he wakes up with this humongous roar, and I'm like, holy cow. And he reaches out and he grabs those bars and he just pulls them apart. And I'm like, oh no. So I start booking and running. I get to the glass doors. They open up and close. About the time I'm getting to the wooden doors, I hear the glass doors just explode with shattering glass. He's just run through those glass doors. So I continue on down through to the metal doors, and about that time I can hear the wooden doors just shattering, turning into a million toothpicks. So then I'm running, and I'm getting up here to the steps, struggling, and at this point I'm dying, I'm out of shape, hard time getting to the steps. The gorilla is coming up through them, I can hear him behind me, so I'm just running to the truck. I'm hoping it's going to start, I'm trying to get out of here. I'm there, I'm cranking, it's like, oh, come on, start. About that time, I see this great big purple hand. He just grabs the door of the truck, and he yanks it and just flies it off. And I'm just, oh God, what have I done? What's going to happen? I feel this hand come in and touch me. He says, tag, you're in.